Dear Mom and Dad, I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind. You asked me what I wanted to be, and now I think the answer is plain to see. I wanna be famous. So, what's happening? Let me tell you, I gotta buy like a Wi-Fi repeater or something, or like an extra long Ethernet cable, because this is just no fun at all. Let me tell you what I did. I have an Ethernet cable. It's not long enough to reach from the router to here, so I plugged it into my laptop and I'm using that as a mobile hotspot. And it's actually working. So, damn concrete walls. Anyway, hello TJ Tharp, Super Spike, Tinker's Paradise, Scythe, Raging J, Fenrir, Wither, Elizabeth, Gamer DG, Zackinator, Doggy, Drafted, Ian, Trick or Treat, a Monkey, Brainy Dragon, Robin, Mad Q. The things I go through for these streams. I just want to show you guys this cool Undertale cross-stitching kit I bought. That's all I wanted to do today. I just wanted to show it off. And they're holding steady, didn't lose any frames. God damn it. Hold on, I gotta zoom in. I can barely see what's going on here. I'm gonna tilt the screen towards me. I put the screen, it's over there. Oh yeah, I should take my watch off. You guys don't need to know what time it is. That's not relevant information. Don't worry about it. Don't panic. Don't freak out. It's like the opposite of that song. We're stitching sands. I gotta tell you guys, I'm really unfamiliar with cross-stitching. You know, I think I'll bring the chat up in a pop-out, and I'll just, I can see the stream at the same time. It's kind of awkward when I have the camera on. There we go. That's a little bit better. So, like, this was the first one I did. It's, oh Jesus. It's the save point. This is like a test to see if I could figure it out. I've never cross-stitched before this. The past seems... Yeah, the past is a bit random. It's just like a random collection of sprites. But like, pixel art translates super well to cross-stitch. It's basically like the same thing, just like physical. So yeah. I'm not entirely sure how to do it correctly. I have my scissors... If anybody's like a cross-stitching aficionado, do you know if I should like cut out, like, it was this like, it's like a fabric that you cross-stitch on. It's like fabric graph paper kind of. Do you think I should like cut this piece out to make it easier to work with? Because working with like the whole thing, it's kind of unwieldy. I filled with determination, I suppose, and scissors. Scissors ASMR. People listen to haircutting ASMR all the time. This is basically the same thing. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna cut it out. I think that'd be the best idea. To just cut this off. I mean, it's folded anyway. Actually, you know what? Better question. What do you guys think for sands? Should we do it on the black fabric or the white fabric? We should probably do it on the white fabric. Because it has like the black outline. You know, it's fine. How should cut the eye? You should not cut the cloth unless you have some tape ready to tape the edges. But why would I need to tape the edges? I mean, I heard about that, but like, why? I can get tape, but like, I don't see what the big deal is. I'll tape it later. After all, the sand sprite isn't that big. Yeah, well, the black fabric, it would be kind of harder to see the holes, right? Yeah, it's my hand reveal. I didn't fix up my nails or anything. I think they're short enough that nobody would be disgusted. But who knows? Anyway, yeah, so the sprite that's about roughly the size it would be on the fabric too. So, you know, I'm just gonna get rid of all this. But, like, here, you can see my save point. Looks pretty good, right? I know I'm something of a professional cross-stitcher already. Now this is just in the way. I'm tossing it over here. It's on the bed now. That's right. We're streaming from my bedroom. It's a very intimate situation, and I hope you guys will treat this with the gravity and respect it deserves. So yeah. I've got my tapestry needle. Ouch. It's super sharp. I'm kidding, it's not that sharp. Thick fibers of the cloth separate easily and it can ruin the entire sprite. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. We've got extra space here. I know you're saying it can separate easily, I understand, but like, I think it's pretty solid. Is my phone okay? Yeah, I think so. It's still working. It just overheated. I mean, I've had phones shut down because they were too cold, so I think it's okay. Yeah. So we need black, we need gray and blue and white thread. It came with the thing. The yellow's not exactly like correct, but whatever. I've already used some of the black. It's a bit confusing because you have to, as it says right there, you can only use 2 strands. Only 2. Alright, I forgot to say, because it happened previously. Who did what? Oh my god. I think Jacob donated $5 before the stream started, so thank you for doing that. And big thank you to Christopher and Max for gifting so many memberships yesterday that I didn't see because I was on my phone. It was bad. Oh no! I think I knotted it. That's a problem. I don't want it to have a knot in it. If it has a knot in it, then it won't work. And I mean that earnestly. Dang it. Oh yeah, that's knotted. Ah, that sucks. I'm gonna cut it off then. This is the sacrifice. Anyway. Okay, so we need gray. Does this thing come with gray? Okay, we have gray. This is gray. We have gray. Oh, thank you, Zakinator, for being a real faker for 12 months. Or 11 months and 5 days. It's fine. We won't hold it against you. And we need a blue. I think it's the darker blue. Yeah, it is. A darker blue. We'll use this blue. And Well, I think the fabric is white, so it might be like... The fabric's white, so it might be redundant for, like, the bone part of him, but, like, you know, the white thread is just in case. I don't know. I'm not a professional. I can't promise you guys that everything's gonna be okay. Yeah, they have dark blue and light blue. Well, the other sprites are on the other side. So yeah, they have dark blue. It's for all the flowers, and they have Undine there. She's got light blue and dark blue. So, like, what you gonna do about that? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? We'll do Temmie after Sans. Well, if we get there. This could be a long process. I'm a newbie, after all. Let's see. Say it's important to find the center, so we need, like, at least 10 squares. Why don't we just, like... We need... It's... Sans is like 25 squares across. What you gonna do when it come for you? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I think, like... That's not the center. That shouldn't be the center at all. Or should it be? You know what? I'll just put it there. Actually, you know what? I'll put one down. You guys can't see what I'm doing. It's annoying. Okay, so like that's where we're starting. We start. This is fine. We'll start here. This is where it starts. That's that hole. That's where it starts. Yeah, plans for Canada Day? Oh, right. That. I don't know. I already did a Canada Day roleplay, so I'm probably gonna just take the day off. Anyway, okay. Let me separate these out. We gotta get two thread. You see, this is where I'm kind of unsure of how to do this, because, like, when I made the save point, I did the yellow bits, and then I did the black bits afterwards. What's the best way to do a cross stitch? Oh, there's Max. Thank you so much for the gift memberships yesterday. I'm sorry I didn't see that. Streamer now commence. Well, that's good. But anyway, I'll take suggestions on the best way to do this. Should I just, like... They say it's done left to right. I was kind of just going back and forth. Do you think... I don't know the best way to do this, because I don't like the idea of changing colors over and over again. That sounds annoying. What if I just, like... I did the black on, like, the outside, like the outer rim of, like, the black, and then I did the inside colors. You ideally want to do the darker colors first. Okay. Ever find out what cursed yesterday's stream? Yeah, it's that my internet is bad. Specifically... the Wi-Fi to PC. This thing has like, it has like a connector. I can't show it to you guys, it's underneath, but like, it's like a white connector that's like a circle with like a thing that sticks up on one end. That's the Wi-Fi connector, and it stinks. It gets bad signals. I was getting a better signal using the hotspot from my phone. It does have an Ethernet port, but unfortunately, what I thought was an Ethernet jack in my room was just a phone jack, so I can't use that. Yeah. Well, I figured, like, the laptop mobile hotspot is a temporary solution, But it's fine for now, because I only need to do it when I'm streaming, which is on the weekends. I don't have an Ethernet cable long enough to reach the router. That's the issue. I want to start on the left, follow one color until it runs out, or is finished, and then move on to another color. Get an Ethernet at some point. Yeah, I know. It's just, I have a cable that's 7 meters long and it's not long enough. It's just annoying. But anyway. Get an 8-meter one. Fight me in the street. Anyway, left, follow one color. So, like, by row is what you're saying. Like, I saw something like that, but, like, the thing about cross-stitching is, like, the back can look as bad as it needs to as long as the front is fine. Yes, we're happy to see you, TJ. Oh my god. Please don't tell me I knotted up again. I can't take this. It's too stressful. It's my favorite YouTuber. I don't play favorites. I can't get this to separate. I think that'll do. Get a 10-meter one. That's probably not long enough either. Need to measure it. This is not enough thread. Why must I suffer? Whatever. I'm just gonna go with this. If I cut the rope, pull the string. Watching a master work, more like a disaster work. But some days I really am that good. I just follow the pattern, it's fine, and see what happens. It's okay. Just helps to do all the left to right stitches on a row, then come back and do the right to left ones. I don't really know what that means. You can do them all in the same direction, I think. I'll do the outside. I'll do the outside of them first. And then I'll do the inside. We'll fill them in like we're doing a coloring book. A 20-meter Ethernet cable. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I signed up for that throne thing so that people could send me things without doxing myself. Maybe I could get somebody to buy me an Ethernet cable. But for now, I'm okay with the temporary solution. I don't feel like going out and, like, waiting for another Ethernet cable to arrive. It's fine the way it is. For now, at least. Anyway, we do the first thing. The first thing is where we're starting. We're starting right here. And we won't take too much. That's probably okay. And as far as I know, it goes like this. I'm not gonna stop. Look, it's... Oh, it's so sharp. No, it's a tapestry needle. Come on, man. What, do you think I'm a fool? I might be. I'm having a hard time with these tiny holes. I should have gotten like a magnifying glass. Put the throne link in the description. I don't have anything on my wish list yet. I totally forgot about it. They approved me by email, and I was just like, okay, cool. And then I forgot to do anything with it. So don't worry. Look at that. 1 pixel. What's thrown? I think it, like, I don't know. They deliver stuff. You make like a wish list. You know what? When I'm done making sands, then I'll work on my throne wish list. Don't worry about it. I'm just cross-stitching and loves to have a magnifying glass. Yeah. Well, in this case, I feel like I should be magnifying the camera so you guys can actually see what's going on. This is kind of hard for everybody to see. I should stitch over this. Feel like... Yeah. Hold on a second. If I stitch over it, then it won't fall out. Okay. Ooh. Almost came out of the thing. But not quite. Caught it just in time. Just like that movie with Justin Timberlake. I don't think it was called that, but whatever, you know what I mean. Have to individually make every pixel. Yeah, that's how it works in pixel art too, I assume. So yeah, it's like that. I might want to zoom in a little bit. If you guys want me to zoom in, I can zoom in. I think. How do I zoom this thing in? I'm like totally off center too. There. That'll do. I'm just saying, like, life is complicated. One day you're trying to make your internet function, and the next day you're still trying to make your internet function, but now you're cross-stitching sands. And you get better with every stitch, I think. You get better with... That's the wrong stitch. I get confused when they flip back and forth. And you get better with every pixel and every sands that you make. That's how it works. Yeah. I forgot to count how many pixels across Sans' head is. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Oh god. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. The top of his head is 9 pixels across. Am I counting? I think I'm at 3 right now. And we go into 9. For the next knot, you can wrap the thread around your finger twice and rub it between your fingers and pull on it to make an easy knot. What? No, it's okay. It doesn't come out. Sleep is a myth? Yeah, I was up till like 3:30 last night. No particular reason why. Oh my god. I'll beef this. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. I wasn't paying attention. I did it wrong. Come on. Go back. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Okay. I'm gonna do it right this time. There. I hit the scissors. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Jacob CV, for the $2. Thank you so much. You only listen to the stream. Well, after it's over, you can see the sands of time passing by. It's 5:10 a.m. Why are you still awake? I feel like that's an illegal maneuver. Okay, I've counted my stitches. I'm at 4. We're going to 9. This is a very complicated and technical bit of work here. Bit of a needle point. Is that what they call it? I don't know. I've never done embroidery before. I know that my friend, when I was a kid, her grandmother had this really incredible sewing machine that came preloaded with embroidery patterns, and like you could just pick what threads you wanted it to go in, and then you would just like, it was like a computer, you just let it go and it would embroider like the picture. She embroidered me a picture of a dog. No, my phone didn't explode after the last stream. It might have, but I stopped it just in time. I've had phone freezes before, in various weathers. So, like, I told you guys I was going to a Mexican place last night for dinner. It's like a local place. They have it on their menu that they get all their ingredients from local places, like local breweries and local butchers and such, and that's very nice and good for them. How come all those like super local, really nice restaurants, like it was packed in there, like, you know, it's like a popular place. It's you know, it's ethically sourced and such. How come they always have the worst chairs? Their chairs were metal and they were so uncomfortable. Why? Why couldn't they get good chairs? The chairs outside on the patio were the same as the chairs inside. Yeah, they were like, you know, like chairs that you would have on a deck. Like, so they don't rust, or get dirty. They were just metal. They didn't have like a cushion on them or anything, and in my opinion, they really should have. They were pretty uncomfortable. Also, I like Mexican food. I like a lot of Mexican foods, but like the burrito I ordered was spicier than I was expecting, so it wasn't amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we need 2 more. No, they didn't even have cushions. They were just like really uncomfortable metal chairs. Like, not just like plate metal, probably easy to clean. Well, I bet you they are. Like, I mean, like, you know, lattice metal. It's like metal with like holes in it. That's what they were using for chairs. They really should have had cushions on the indoor ones. You can sit and watch cross-stitching for hours. Wow, okay. I mean, I listen to podcasts so I can do stuff with my hands for a long time. I put it into the wrong hole. Okay. Oh no. Okay. This is much easier being able to flip it over really quickly. Okay. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's 9. That's the top of Sans. Now we go down 1 and go for 2. 2. I'm gonna do the outside room first, just to make it easier on myself, you know. It's gonna be kind of complicated when we get to the pants, but you know. I mean, what are you gonna do? Make tortillas for a living? Oh yeah. Well, I've been to Mexico. Like, I've had good Mexican food. It's just I'm white. I can't eat spicy things. I know why people can eat spicy things, but I'm just like, I don't care for spicy food. I don't see the appeal of it. Like, what's the appeal of something that makes your mouth hurt when you eat it? Why? Learn to patch and stitch up your own clothes. Very nice. I'm not very good at sewing. I just can't get a grasp on it. But, like, I do try. I've got some holes in some clothes that I've heard, you like embroider like flowers around the holes and they turn into a bit of an art piece, so it's fine. Masochism, because of the spices? Man. I don't know. Like, I guess like it's an important flavor that you should know about, but like, I don't know. Okay, then it's 2 down, 1 over and 2 down. I know like no real cross stitcher would probably do it this way, but this is the way I'm doing it because like I'm bad. And I don't care who knows it. Yeah, I went with my family to the restaurant. It was a family thing. They were there. I don't know. My parents can handle spicy food just fine. I think. I'm not sure. They never really complain about it. That's my favorite Undertale character. Hard choice. Oh no, I did this wrong. Shit. Why did I do it that way? How did I manage this? I got distracted. Should have been paying attention. Great. Now I gotta rethread this. Hold on. It came with a threader. I don't really know how to use it though. Shit. What are my parents' names? You don't need to know my parents' names. I mean, after all, who knows how me and Real were created? I mean, I do. Anyway, favorite Undertale character. Hard question. It could be Napstablook. He's a cool dude. Okay, I think I got it on the right one this time. Yeah, that seems more accurate. Check that out. That looks right, yeah? Looks right. Big Fake 1 and Big Fake 2. No, you spilled your coffee? That's terrible. That's pretty bad. You know what happens when you spill your coffee, right? You don't have that coffee anymore. Which way did this go? Okay. That goes over top. Sorry, I'm bringing it close to my face because I couldn't see it. Don't worry about it. It's fine if the back looks like hell because people don't need to see that. You can make like patches out of this stuff, right? Just going around town with my Sans patch on my leather jacket. Not leather jacket, my denim jacket. Parents' names are truth and lies. That sounds too complicated. Let's not get into my family history. Uses Dragon Ball naming conventions. All relatives are named after various states of being. Is that how the naming conventions in Dragon Ball worked? I thought everybody was like named after food. Least favorite Undertale character? Probably Jerry. Nobody likes Jerry. How many down is this? Hold on. That's 4 down. So I need 2 more. Sometimes I try to like get it through the hole without turning it over. It only works sometimes. The dummy. Oh yeah, the dummy. You know, I bought this on Fangamer. They sent it to me with a Shovel Knight sticker and like a Psychonauts postcard or something. I've never played either of those games. Use your powers to manifest Delta in Chapter 3. I mean, it's gonna take at least 3 years. Sands are vegetables. Piccolo's family are instruments. Freezers, guys, are the stuff you'd have in a freezer. Really? I don't know. It's been a while. I've mainly watched the abridged series. Didn't Freezer have a brother called Cooler? Am I wrong? He did have a King Cold, Cooler, Frieza, Frost. Who the hell is Frost? I don't remember that guy. I mean, when I was a kid, I was more into watching Reboot than I was Dragon Ball. I just wasn't enough of a weeb. I'm starting to run out of thread here. I have to pick up a new thread. Frost is from Universe 6. Oh, that's silly. Movie specials are non-canonical until stated otherwise in the series. Oh, right. Well, there are a lot of, like, movie specials that they did, on, what's it called? Dragon Ball Z Abridged. So, like, you get all those, like, extra androids that didn't really exist. Frost is Frieza from another dimension. Oh, okay. That's silly. They're doing that Multiverse of Madness thing now? Cool. I didn't watch that movie, by the way. Oh, hey, I went down to the movie room yesterday, and I found out they've got a whole shelf full of movies down there. And the entire Twilight series twice over. Which, I don't know how they ended up with multiple DVDs of that, but whatever. They also have a season, uncensored, of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Yeah, I didn't have Cartoon Network as a kid. It wasn't a thing in Canada yet, I think. Okay, did I do this right? That's 2 down, then like 1 over. 1 over. There we go. They also have, oh, what do they have? They had some old Disney movies. I can't remember which one it was. It was a movie that I liked. I remembered liking. I think it was a Disney movie. It was an animated film. It wasn't Shrek. They don't have Shrek there. I'm gonna buy the DVD for Sonic 2. Put it in there. No, I'm keeping that for myself. Anyway, this goes down 2 more? Yeah, 2 more. And after that, things get pretty complicated. There's like black in the middle there. Should I get the black bits finished first? Like, there's so... Look at this. There's like so much detail in these sprites. It's like the black bits. I guess I should start with that when I'm doing my intense coloring. Make one of the eyes blue. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That'd be fun. I didn't get the cross-stitch pattern for, you know, their detailed sprites when they're in fights and stuff. That might be something worth looking into. I'm sure there's plenty of fan-made cross-stitch patterns. Anyway, we got 2 down. Like, listen, I know. I should have gone with something simpler for the live stream. But, you know, Sans brings in the big views. Everybody likes to see Sans. He's popular. He's in Smash. He's in Smash with Dante from Devil May Cry. Isn't that the truth? Dante's in Smash. Technically is in Smash. He's a costume. Anyway, I'm out of space on this one. I'm just gonna thread it through. So that it doesn't fall out. Ever watch Courage the Cowardly Dog? I don't know. Don't feel like there's a need to. Just gonna thread this so it doesn't fall out. And then I'm gonna cut it off. That's how Sans is looking so far. Looking pretty good, right? Let me just cut that off. If you can see my reflection in the scissors, no, you can't. Because that's not allowed. Yeah, if Sans and Dante fight against Doom Guy and Mr. Skyrim. Oh, that's right. I forgot the Dragonborn's in there. Okay, now we have to separate out another 2 threads, which is going to be scary as heck. Oh boy. I wish these threads came pre-separated. It would make things a lot easier. Pre-separated threads. Man, I don't know. Do you use big threads if you're looking to make a big thing? Yep, John Skyrim, the Dragonborn. I'm still impressed that they got Sora in Smash, you know? Couldn't have a lick of Disney in there, but, you know, they pulled it off. I was quite impressed. There's no Professor Layton, though, so I didn't get what I wanted. I just realized my donations aren't showing up. What the heck? What's a-going on? That's not right. Thank you, Jacob Z, for the $2. Any good Canadian cartoon recommendations? I don't know. See, Canadian cartoons, there weren't a lot good there. But seriously, why aren't my donations running? Who do I have to fight? That's just great. I have to face so many obstacles. Why aren't my widgets on? So we can have the good bits, but we can't have the notifs. Fight Susan at YouTube. Oh, yeah. What about Total Drama? Yeah, I guess Total Drama counts as like a popular Canadian show. I don't know. Would you consider it good? The theme song kicked ass. Don't know why they never made a full version of that. Who'd I have to pay? Who made the Total Drama Island theme song? Or the 16. 16 was pretty good. You could recommend 16. Was there a full version of the 16 theme song? I mean, it was such a classic, you'd almost expect it, right? Of course I watched 16. Everybody watched 16. I remember there was like a contest to like voice act in like an episode of 16 to like make a cameo. Like some random girl from Toronto got it. Ed, Edd and Eddy was Canadian? Wow. I never saw that. Code Lyoko. No clue. Couldn't tell you. Anyway. We need to go down one. Well, that's the interesting thing. Like, Canadian cartoons had really great theme songs that were only ever like half a minute long or 1 minute long, you know? Like, like Jimmy Two Shoes. That had a great theme song. At least, like, when Steven Universe got big, they gave that, like, a full theme song. With, like, it was, like, longer. Didn't get that for Canadian cartoons. Code Lyoko was French. Oh, right. Like Totally Spies. And Martin Mystery. Oh, you know what? I want to recommend Martin Mystery. Martin Mystery kicked ass. That was a great show. He even had a crossover with Totally Spies, but none of the other characters made it, and it was just Martin. Now I want to rewatch Martin Mystery. The entire series is on YouTube. Of course, in French he was Martin Mystère. I don't know French. I'm trying to what am I doing wrong here? 1 over. Okay. I'm gonna do a live stream playing Undertale. Yeah, I did. And then I did a live stream where I looked at Undertale AUs. That was a lot of fun. I should do that again. The other thing is, I was having such a great time with it, but I had to stop because then they announced Deltarune Chapter 2, and I got so excited it gave me a stomach ache. Jeez. Like, seriously. What in the heck is wrong with me? You got your coffee back. Nice. Did I see the bad ones? I saw a lot of ones. I saw AUs that were just an excuse to, like, redesign the Undertale characters in different ways. Like, the underwater AU was just an excuse to draw them more aquatic looking. I think Sans and Papyrus were, like, pirates of, like, a sunken ship. That was a really creative design. Undyne was a mermaid. Outertail, though, had the best designs of any Undertale AU ever. Because they were all space. Yeah, like, the whole point of Undertale AUs, maybe you did, like, a swap tail and you were just like, yeah, they have different personalities now. But most of the reason was just to draw the characters looking different. And there's no shame in that. A lot of those designs were really cool. Yeah, Outertail was gorgeous. I'm still thinking of commissioning the person who drew it to, like, draw me in that design style. If they'd be willing to. Like, I did this wrong. I got distracted. It was only one. It was only one. Oh boy. Well, the good thing about this is that I can easily reverse it. This is a lot more easily reversible than, say, knitting, I think. Uppertail? I don't think I've heard of that one. You see, I've got these lines. So we could go one back, then one over here, and then continue. Just so those are out of the way. So we do those two, then we do 5, and then we continue around the rim. You broke your tongue with the coffee. Jesus Christ, man. You're having like a day and a half with this coffee situation. Hold on, I'm re-threading my needle. This is my punishment for beefing it. There we go. Haven't been in the Undertale AU fandom since 2017. Yeah. I think people are still making new ones, though. You never know. Things are always kind of crazy. But anything is possible at Flying Rhino Junior High. That's another Canadian cartoon that I don't know if it's good, but you might want to check it out for like pure insanity. It's called Flying Rhino Junior High. And it's absolutely bonkers. Okay, so if we slide 2 back. I can't get it. If it's like 2 back, like here, and then we go out again. I don't know, the black just stands out so much. I feel like it should be at least 3 threads, not just 2. But what do I know? I'm not a cross-stitching professional. I'm just here trying to make sands. Someone explain the entire FNAF series for you. Why don't you ask MatPat to do that for you? He'll do it. He'll do it 20 times. Or 30. How long is his FNAF playlist now? Somebody go look. Sorry, I hit the microphone. I hope that wasn't too loud. Thanks, Rock Server. I really put my heart and soul into that stream last night. Yeah, man, it's pretty obvious. The animatronics do get a bit quirky at night. There was a guy. There's always a man in the lighthouse, some Bioshock, whatever, who cares? MatPat dedicated his life to it, and I bet he's regretting it now. Well, I bet he regretted it a while ago, you know. Have a favorite Deltarune character? Deltarune. I feel... that's a hard decision. I mean, they introduced so many new characters. You're just like, what? Okay, now I'm confused. What am I doing here? I gotta get that in there. Okay, we're fine. Favorite is Jevil. Could never be a Jevil main. I like Ralsei. Ralsei's a cute little dude. But he looks better with the hat on. Tell you that much, straight up. If I could change one thing about Deltarune Chapter 2, it would be Ralsei having the hat on. I bet you anything there's a mod for that. There's probably a give Ralsei his hat back mod. That's what I need. Somebody point me towards that mod, I'll download it in like 5 seconds. He looks better with the hat on. Stream dipped a couple times. No! Criminal. Evil. Fucked up. How long have we been on for? Let me look at the business. Criminal. Evil. It only takes an hour. I'm gonna go check the laptop. I've been here an hour and this is all I've got done. But it looks like a real sprite, doesn't it? From that angle. I'm gonna go check the laptop. Give me a second. It's still on. Listen, this is not the best setup I have, but I'm telling you, with the mobile hotspot running from the laptop, we're dropping less frames. It's the truth. It's just how it played out. Here for an hour, we haven't made much progress. It's a slow climb. I don't suppose you could do this any faster. Well, actually, you probably could. I'm taking my time. It's a very relaxed form of crafting. Mine crafting. Because it's my craft that I'm doing right now. Doing some crafting. Doing a bit of crafting. Using a mobile hotspot? Yeah. It's a complicated setup. Let me explain it to you. I don't have an Ethernet cable long enough to reach this computer. I don't. So, I was using Wi-Fi, but that's not very reliable anymore. There's stuff on the network, it gets clogged up. It's a problem. So now, I don't know which way I'm doing this. So now, it's under stitch. Okay, so now, let me explain this. I've got my laptop hooked up with the Ethernet cable, and it's running a mobile hotspot to this computer, and it's actually working way better than it was on the regular Wi-Fi. So that's how it works. Also, Ian, I'm sure this is probably devastating to you because, like, you're a real cross-stitcher and you're just like, oh my gosh, doing everything wrong. We got a banner from the cross-stitching community. Wait, I missed one. Oh no, I was supposed to go down too. You know what? It's fine. I'll just go back. It's fine. Look, don't worry about a thing. The great thing about cross-stitching is that the back of it can look terrible, but as long as the front is fine, you don't gotta worry about a thing. And I'm not. I'm not worrying about a thing. Stitch Tale. I bet you there is an Undertale you where everybody is like Stitch Punks from the movie 9. Anybody remember those guys? Stitch Punks? That was what they were called. 9 was a really good movie. Have I played Don't Starve? No. Wait, yes I have. I lied. I don't know why I made that up. I have played it. It's not terrible. My mom just insists that I do it properly. Oh, you got your mom in on this? My mom doesn't really do any stitch work or anything like that. She's too invested in an obscure sport. I won't name it. It's a little bit too obscure. It'd lead you right back to me. Think something like handball. Maybe it is handball. Who knows? Who can say? I think you're the first person to talk about the movie 9 in a decade. Yeah, well, the last person to talk about the movie 9 this decade was also me. It's a good movie. I was drawing fan art for it on friggin' DeviantArt back in 2009. I had a fan-made OC. You want to know what her number was? It was 10, because I'm uncreative. Okay. So it's 1 over and 3 down. Ooh, I got it that time. It's okay. I mean, if you guys have ever seen me knitting, you know how slow I am in these creative endeavors. Yeah, 9 was a great movie. Okay, 3 down. Hands are shaking, you dropped your phone. Maybe it's from all the coffee you're drinking, bro. I think you need to put it down. Or just, like, set your phone on a table. Some franchises just have a space for an OC tailor-made. TV tropes call it Sailor Earth. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, sometimes you just want to have a dumb fan-made OC to put self-insert fan fiction into. I wrote a self-insert, well, you know, my OC 10 from 9. I wrote a fan fiction for them. I think it's lost to time. But that was an interesting point in my life where I was just like, yeah. Where I was actually making OCs. I don't really do that anymore. You'll enter the bean zone or become calm again. Isn't that what happened in Futurama? Okay, then we go 2 across. I think. Here we go. Oh wait, is that the right side? You know what, it doesn't matter. Oh, thank you, Throwaway, for the $5 Australian. Missed yesterday's fabled sock stream OC, Return of the Elusive Great White again today? No, I threw it out. I finally got my act together. I threw the sock out. Also, sorry, the notifications aren't working right now. I don't know why. Oh, now it works.
Missed yesterday's fabled sock stream. Will we see a Return of the Elusive Great White
Okay.
today?
Okay, so the second I say, oh, the stream alerts aren't working, they work. You trying to make me look like a fool, Streamlabs? You trying to blow up my spot? You trying to make me look like an idiot on my own stream? What, am I a clown to you? Just to prove me wrong, yeah. Can't even believe this. You're on notice, Streamlabs. And my Wi-Fi. It's friggin' ridiculous. That's what computers do. They act up until you're trying to show people it's acting up, at which point they start working perfectly. Exactly. I need a witness at all hours. Need somebody to witness my PC so it'll actually function. Anyway, which was it? 1 down, 2 left. And then it starts getting into the specificities of pants and the details on the arms. I'm just going to skip over that. We're just going to do the outline. Okay, goodbye, Gamer DG. Farewell. This is probably going to get really confusing later. But it's fine. That's not the right hole. Oh my god. Is it this one? I don't even know. Whatever. Get in there. Don't exercise when you haven't slept in 2 days. Yeah, go sleep. I lost my place. Okay, 1 in. Ooh, got kind of tangled up there. That's not it. Jeez. Some days. See this sand stitch to the end. I'm not streaming this for like 5 hours just to get this done. It was just something to show you guys. I didn't think it would take this long. I should have done like a smaller one. But sands. Anyway, that's 1 down. Get out there. Over and 2 down. So you couldn't sleep, so you were like, yeah, man, I'm gonna watch a live stream, you know, fine, until you fall asleep, but then you decided to go ahead and drink coffee too? I feel like that was a mistake, man. Sleeping is mid. Sounds like somebody has never been sleepy before. You get all sleepy, and then you sleep, and then you snooze, and then you snooze more. I don't know. There have been times where I've just slept for like an extraordinary long time and I don't even know why. Okay, this thread's almost done. I could push it, but I don't really feel like doing that. I know it's a waste of thread, but I really don't care. Are you impressed with my incredible stitch work? Look at this. This looks amazing. This is how you make a sans. It's going great. It's really going great. of here. You didn't see my reflection in the scissors. And you do not recognize the bodies in the water. Sleeping Beauty Syndrome. That sounds nightmarish. Anyway. Oh, we gotta separate more thread. It's... Why? No, I didn't even do anything and it's already knotted. Why? Why? Okay, I think I fixed it. Alright, cool. Cool. Okay. I know I could use longer bits of thread, but I like to keep it manageable. See the back of the cross stitch you're working on? Oh, well, you know, it's like they get you've got so many colors. I bet by the time I'm done with this, it's going to be even worse. It's going to be a nightmare. You won't even know what you're looking at. You'll be like, what's that? And then you turn over, you're like, oh, Sans Undertale. I mean, how many times have you been looking at something and you're just like, I don't know what's going on here. And then boom, Sans Undertale. Or Megalovania. Either way. The whole city block is on lockdown after I witnessed a cognito hazard on today's fake stream. I told you don't recognize them. Don't be silly. You're being a bit silly. Okay, this is bothering me. Careful. There we go. And then I'll just pull it over here so that I'll cover it and then get trapped down there. Yeah. It's a very clever technique. There we go. Okay. Okay, so it's 1 down, 3 across. Was it 2 down? I don't really know how I'm counting these. It's fine. You go 3 across from here. Snooze during orchestra. That sounds difficult. Oh, now it works.
Got any more Canadian pop culture recommendations?
Thank you, Jacob, for the $2. Pop culture recommendations? Well, I don't know. A lot of our singers are kind of unknown in America. The only reason we know about like Canadian pop singers is because they have to play a Canadian song on the radio like every 5 songs, I think. I think that's a law. But like if a Canadian artist gets really big, then they go to America. Like Avril Lavigne and Justin Bieber, but I don't claim him. You guys can have him. What about The Weeknd? The Weeknd, yeah, he's popular and he went to America. Unless he's still living in Toronto. I'd be surprised. I mean, after he cut his hair, who knows what he's doing? Didn't he get in like a car accident? He did the Super Bowl. It was cool. Your Canadian pop culture. Canadian pop culture then. How about the Red Green Show? That's a classic. Well, it's not on TV anymore, but you know. You're looking for some like 90s, I think they were there in the early 2000s, blue collar comedy type of thing. It's not like Larry the Cable Guy. It's like actually good. Yeah, with the classic catchphrase, if women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. And using a lot of duct tape. And I remember everybody really liked Corner Gas and Kim's Convenience. They're kind of like different shows, but you know what I mean. As the bottom of Sans' feet is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 across. Red Green Show is still running reruns on PBS in the US, of course. Well, it's like, you know, I feel like that sort of humor is pretty timeless. I thought he had pink slippers. He does in the official artwork. Like, we know he's wearing slippers, but like, it's only in the official artwork that it's pink. I don't know. Somebody messed up the sprites. Yeah, late night reruns. Good times. I feel like I messed this up at some point, but like, whatever. I feel like if you mess up something in cross stitch, you can just like rip those stitches out and just replace them with better ones. Isn't that how it works? Nope, wrong one. There we go. Wi-Fi in the back rooms suck. Yeah, I must be in the back rooms at all hours. How am I today? How am I today? You had sleep paralysis, but never hallucinated while you were awake. So, like, have you seen the sleep paralysis hallucinations then? What the heck? Oh my god. Some of the fabric came loose. What are the odds? It's not as though I was warned about this. It's fine. OMG. Can you just, like, go through there, dude? Yeah. You've had them. Okay. I don't know. When I was a kid, I would get, like, auditory hallucinations, but that's pretty much it. I never got the big, scary visual ones. You can't rip out stitches unless you have some way of securing the thread on either side. You would have to take out the entire thread. Or like most of it. You rip out a few stitches and then you have enough to thread through. It's fine. I'm a jerry-rigger, so I would jerry-rig it to do something that I wanted it to do. Took too much popular antihistamine. Yikes. You should be careful with those popular antihistamines. Had sleep paralysis, but the shadow was your dad. Man, I feel like when I was a kid, that would be even scarier than like a monster. Cross stitching takes forever. It does. I'm gonna keep going until I finish the outline. I know. It's kind of a boring, slow stream. Nothing all that interesting happening. Just faking around. Just messing, faking around. Besides that, I've got more work to do today. I have to edit. I have to edit so many things. I've got commissions. They're multiplying. Had nightmares until you were like 16. Yeah, I think I grew out of having nightmares when I was like 10. I don't know. A lot of me getting trapped in places. And I've never really been like claustrophobic or anything. But just like I would get like, you know, like in the locker room after a game, I would get locked in there. And like that was the dream. Like I would just get locked in there and I would like be banging on the door, like trying to get out, and then the people who locked the door and were walking away would do that thing where they're like, "Hey, did you hear something?" And it's just like, "No," and then they keep walking. Worst dreams. Also, like a dream where I was trying to get through the snow to chase after my dog, and then I fell through like the snow into like a giant hole, and then I was underground, stuck in the hole. I have a friend that wants their script commissioned, but they don't have enough money. Can I commission it for them? Yeah, sure, if you want. That's not the right hole. Okay. Ever dream of being trapped in a car? No, but I've had dreams about driving before I like had a license. And then yeah, I'd just be like driving and like the police would be after me and the car was out of control because like, you know, didn't know how to drive. Honestly, I just don't like driving in general. Fuck cars. Biggest nightmare fuel for me was actually Jeff the Killer. You know, that horribly photoshopped image. Yeah, you know what? I could see that. Like, if you're younger, that would totally, like, freak you out. You know, oddly enough, like, the one that's, like, supposed to be creepy, you know, a smile.dog or whatever, that one never really got me. Those stitches look kind of weird. Oh, well. Pennywise still freaks you out. Yeah, you know what? When that movie came out, what was it, like 2016? First It movie came out. The second one wasn't as scary, but the first one, like, it actually, like, was kind of terrifying. Like, that got me. Like, that scene where Pennywise is, like, dancing in the sewer, that was, like, scary and funny at the same time. What about Whiteface from I'm Scared? I don't know that one. You slammed your laptop closed? Yeah. What about, you know, that comic, the, what was it, the Bonchon Dong Ghost or whatever? That Korean webcomic where, like, I don't know, I feel like that was, like, made in Flash, so I don't know if it works anymore, but, like, you would scroll down through the comic and then it would forcibly scroll down really fast and then you'd see the spooky face. What do crabs taste like? I have no idea, man. I don't like seafood. Seafood ain't my jam. Did I do this right? You know, it's fine. Just remembered Salad Fingers. Ah, Salad Fingers was so gross. I couldn't watch it. Like, I get it. It was kind of a cool idea, but, like, it was just, gross. If you do too many stitches, they start to look weird. Alright. Well, fair enough. Okay. And then another one over. Wow, we're like halfway done the outskirts of Sans. Call it for today. Okay, goodbye, Robin. Robin the Bobbin. Oh my god. Just. Oh my god, get through there. Jesus. It's ridiculous. Remember the movie Pink Flamingos? I don't remember it, but I think I remember watching the Cinema Snob review it. Wrong hole. Right eye is hurting. Is this a sign? Yeah, it's a sign that you should stop drinking coffee and go to bed, man. Oh my god. I've totally beefed this. Anyway. You know, when I was a kid, I thought that Slender Man might be real. Like, not that, like, there was, like, an actual Slender Man, like, out there, like, spooking people out. I thought that, like, he was based on, like, an actual, like, mythological dude. Because, like, they made up, like, a fake mythology for him, right? He's supposed to be, like, German or something. But, yeah. He was never, like, an actual mythology. They just made him up. Which is pretty obvious. I mean, like... Nobody coming up with, like, mythological creatures back in the day would have been that boring. It wouldn't have just been like, oh, there's a really tall guy. He doesn't have a face. He wears a suit. Younger cousin had nightmares when he watched PewDiePie play that game in, like, 2014. I tried to play the remake. What was it? Slender, the 8 pages, or whatever the version that you actually had to pay money for. I bought it. It wasn't fun. I didn't finish it. I think I got to the part where, like, you go to, like, a mine. It was a mine, right? You just go in through this big entrance. I don't know. Horror games are never really fun for me. Should I do one more or tie it off here? I think I'll tie it off here. I'm not tempting fate. Horror games aren't really supposed to be fun, are they? Yeah, they're just annoying, really. At least in, like, FNAF Security Breach, you get to see how cool the Pizzaplex looks. In Slender, I just remembered, it's Slender the Arrival, isn't it? In that game, you just run around the woods. It's kind of boring. Kind of like Herobrine. People believe in Herobrine. I thought that, like, it was just a joke that, like, Notch would be like, he'd post updates to Minecraft and just be like, Herobrine removed. But Mojang doesn't do that, do they? Wait a minute, you're invincible by looking straight up in Slenderman the game? Like the free version or like the one that they have on PlayStation 4? Because I own that game on PlayStation 4. Did I pay money for it? I hope I didn't. I hope it was like a free deal or something. The original one, I'm not sure if they fixed it for the paid one. Yeah. I'm sure the paid one had glitches too. Legitimately sad they never made PT Silent Hill into a full game. Yeah. I wouldn't have played it, but I would have watched other people play it. That counts for something, right? Why is Konami the worst? I'm trying to separate the threads of fate. This is how they did it back in ancient Greece. Nailed it. In the original one, he basically popped up to kill you at 7 pages, so nobody really finished it, and that's where the challenge was. Oh. I thought he just killed you automatically when you got to 8 pages. Hey, does anybody remember when How It Should Have Ended did that with the Hunger Games? They were just like... I think that's what they did. They did, like, the Hunger Games, but Slenderman was there. Brutal Moose. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a long time. But no, I've never actually watched his videos. I'm sure it wouldn't be difficult to detail how bad Slender the Arrival is. I played Hello Neighbor. No, it looked bad. Like, even the beta versions that everybody said was better just didn't look fun to me. You know what? That's the wrong one. Okay. Cautious. That'll do. Gotta pin it down. Gotta pin it down. It's pinned. Okay. Alright, good night, Max. Looks like a mouse went sideways. I don't see it. Maybe it's a mouse girl? What was that, like, Tumblr post? Not the one that started it all, but like the conspiracy theorist mouse girl. You just had to ruin it by saying girl. You had to make it sexual. It's on the mouse. Yeah, that's the original one, like a mouse girl bartender. But, there's also the, what was it? Ugh, that's the wrong one. His complaint about the game is that Slenderman is coming to this girl's house, so she's shutting all her windows, but when Slenderman gets in the house, she's still closing the windows. Oh yeah, that was weird, like that part on the videotape. I haven't played the whole game, but I've watched the whole game, because I'm pretty sure PewDiePie played it back in the day. Well, everybody who was doing horror games played it back in the day. Remember when Let's Players were pretty much like all horror games? Let me tell you something. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. Oh, there. Thank you, Capybara Delivery. And remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg. But, anyway, okay, so you know Resident Evil 7. You guys remember Resident Evil 7? You guys remember this, right? Resident Evil 7 in a creepy house with the creepy family. And they all, like, have their own sections. Like, the husband has his own section, the wife has her own section, and then Lucas, the son, has his own section also. Also that. Do you remember? Do you guys remember this? So let me tell you something that I predicted and saw happen in real time. So, Resident Evil 7 was a dream. Listen to me on this. Okay, so you know Lucas Baker from that game has a mild fandom because he's a creepy dude in a horror-related thing. So, you know, he's got a bit of a following. But it wasn't like that when the game first came out. It wasn't. So, I didn't play the game initially. I was watching Let's Players get through it. and I knew. I looked up on Tumblr, because I'm just like, this guy's kind of creepy. He's probably going to have like a fandom on Tumblr, at least a small one. There was nothing there when the game first came out. Nothing there for like the first week or so. So I told myself, I said, as soon as all the major Let's Players get to his section of the game, because like all the family members had their own sections, I knew he would have one eventually. I was like, as soon as they get to his section of the game and start playing through his section, that Tumblr search is going to explode. And it did. I knew that as soon as the Tumblr fangirls got their eyes on that guy in a more major way from the Let's Players, that he was going to have a fandom. And he did. He did. I was right. I could set my watch to Tumblr fandom culture. I really could. Not sure why this was in your recommended. Well, I mean, I am very recommendable, as you can see. Did I do this wrong? I don't know. Jack Baker was where the real money's at. He got the birthday party DLC, but Lucas got the, what was it, that card game DLC or whatever? Just so you could further see him torture the hell out of Clancy Javis. That poor bastard. That was actually kind of a popular mini-ship for a little while. Like, you know? Just like AUs where Clancy survives. Just so they could ship anything. Get out of the card game with the robot? Yeah, dude. Did I do an extra one? No, I didn't. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, I beat the robot. We did that. The game's over. I didn't bother with the ARG stuff, though. So maybe I didn't. Jack was a decent, normal guy. Yeah, listen, I went deep on the Lucas Baker lore. Back when it got big on Tumblr, and I remember the guy who was the face model for Lucas. He made a Tumblr account because he realized, like, he's like, hey, people are big fans of the character I did the face for. And yeah, he made a Tumblr account. And if you followed him, he'd follow you back. It was fun. Anyway, yeah, so Jack Baker was like a decent enough dude. I think. And Lucas was always like a bit of a friggin' psycho. And in canon, I think, the dudes that made the evil mind-controlling little girl, they gave him like medicine so that he wouldn't be mind-controlled anymore, so he could like keep an eye on things and how they were progressing. But he still was like evil and tortured people because he was just a dick. He had that whole puzzle room thing going on. The escape room. Everybody was a big fan of that. Except when they died. Poor Clancy. Like, Clancy went through so much shit. Like, first he's just filming some, like, shitty YouTube show that's like BuzzFeed Unsolved but not interesting. And then he ends up tied up in that bedroom. He escapes, but only after being, like, traumatized. Then he ends up in that horrible card game where he has to kill a guy. I had a hard time with this. And then he ends up in the escape room and he dies. Hold on, I gotta look at this closely. I'm having a hard time with this. There we go. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there with the outline. How long have I been here for? Oh, too long. 2 hours for this. Okay, so how high up do we go for this? Okay, that's just 2. And then it's 1 over. Yeah, it's like a mirror. Sans' sprite is pretty evenly mirrored. Well, not really. Or is it? Sans might have a symmetrical sprite. He just might. Further research needed to clarify that. Sans might be symmetrical. The outline looks kind of off. No, don't tell me that. I don't want to hear that. But look, it's so close to the truth. It'll look better when the color's in it. Don't worry about it. Wrong direction. Maybe I'm not the best at cross-stitching, but at least I'm cross-stitching. I'm having a fun time. Having a day. Having a day of it. %90 sure Sans is symmetrical. Nice. It's okay, nobody knows how to spell symmetrical. Not even me. Okay, so that's 2 up. I just want to get it to a point where, like, somebody would look at this and then they're like, oh yeah, that's definitely Sans Undertale. I feel like you could even just show the silhouette of Sans' sprite and people would know. That's brand recognition, baby. That's definitely the wrong hole. What? How did I get there? That's not it either. What? I'm having a hard time. I was saying my last stream I live in Alaska. Yeah, it's really cold here. Brr. I'm mean. I'm mean and evil. Coffee makes you sleepy. I think you might have ADHD, bro. I mean, isn't that a symptom of ADHD? I don't want to diagnose you. Anyway. Yeah, so that's another one up. Shows the outline a skeleton? Shows the outline with only one blue eye. Sans the skeleton? Oh man, you gotta get the guy who... It was like one of the creators of Phineas and Ferb that voiced Doofenshmirtz, right? So He's on TikTok, right? Somebody asked him to do Sans. Coffee makes you sleeping, you have ADHD. Yeah. Why would I want to annex Alaska? I feel like it should be Canada's. I'm not making any permanent plans. I'm just saying Alaska should be Canada's. Like, what is the US doing with it? Nothing. So they should give it to us. Canada deserves Alaska. Russia had it first. Well, we'll have it third. Think it should be its own country? Yeah, you know what? Actually, make Alaska its own country. I think that'd be fun. I mean, all American states are basically their own countries anyway. That's right, I said it. Doesn't make any sense. That's not the right. Dang it. What? That's not it either. What the heck? Life. That's... Dang it. I'm having such a hard time. If the US annexes Canada, it's not the friggin' Fallout universe, man. Okay. And 1 over. How hard did you say cross-stitching is? Actually not that hard at all. Like, once you figure out that you just go in, like, X's over each, like, blip and it's, like, pixels, then this is really easy. Then we go one more up. Okay, whatever. Maybe I haven't paid attention to history class and shows. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Alaska's just there. If I needed to know the history of Alaska, I would ask them, hey, Alaska, what's your history? But I wouldn't ask that because I don't need to know. That's right, I'm ignorant. Hello, Fatal Zone. That's 3. 3 up. It almost looks like Sans now. Wow. High praise. Guess I gotta keep going then. Guess I gotta reach for the sky. Reach for the stars. to eat anything other than beans. Why would I need to do that? Oh my god, I'm so far off. Okay, whatever. Wait, shit, I messed this up. I wasn't paying attention. No. My life in shambles. I went too high up. Flew too close to the sun. I shouldn't have reached for the stars. Hold on, I'm rethreading. Such is the price of my hubris. God damn it, this is really hard. Okay. Nailed it. You were napping the whole time? What the heck? That's not allowed. Nah, it's fine, I don't care. Okay, that's 3 up. And then it's 1 over to 2 up. We're getting so close to the outline being done. Have I seen The Big Lebowski? I've seen part of it. Okay. I feel like this would be easier in a frame. Heard of those? Frames? They have frames for cross-stitching and embroidery. What is that horrible noise? What is that? Hold on. It might be my phone. Maybe there's an Amber Alert. No. No. I don't know what that horrible noise is. Big Lebowski is so good a movie, they made a religion out of it. You can make a religion out of this. No, don't. They shouldn't have done that. We already have enough religions. We don't need any more. Stop making religions. The alarm tells me I've been streaming for 2 hours. Oh no. We better hurry. Kind of reaching the limit of this thread, but I feel like I could go for one more. Okay. That's 1 up. We're so close. Oh my gosh, we're gonna run out of thread. Playing thread chicken. You gotta be careful, or we can mess this up entirely. What got me into cross-stitching? I saw this cross-stitching kit on Fangamer and I was just like, yeah, I'm buying that. Anyway. Let me just tuck that in under there. Nope, not what I meant to do. This is unwise. Most unwise. Yeah, man, Sans is just too epic. He's in Smash, you know. Did you hear about that? What am I gonna do when I run out of thread? I'm not gonna run out of thread. I mean, cut the fucking thread. Okay. I mean, here, I did run out of that thread, but look at how much I have. And I'm only using like a third of each thing. I'm splitting it into twos. Like, you split to 2 threads out of 6. Like, basically this spool of thread is gonna last like 6 times as long. Or 3 times as long. Okay, cool. Do I use pot? Yeah, what else would I plant the onions in? I don't think Catholic school was good for you long term. Dude, same. And I only went to Catholic elementary school. I was supposed to go to Catholic high school, but I didn't. I decided not to go. I went to the public school instead. The thing is, I probably would have been fine, just like, because I was in a feeder school for the Catholic high school, and I would have been fine just going there, but they had uniforms, so I was like, nope, that's not happening. I have like a clothing sensitivity. I cannot wear a uniform. I think if I had had to wear a uniform, I wouldn't have made it through high school. They're okay, but not the comfiest. Yeah, I don't know. Found them weird and control-y, so I was just like, nope, I'm going to public school. Bye. I don't even think my parents were all that disappointed. Ah, wrong way. Because, like, they know me. They know I'm not a fan of, like, wearing skirts and stuff. Or kilts, whatever they are. So, like, yeah. I don't think they really cared at that point. We weren't really going to church anymore. Only wear soft clothes because soft clothes are the best. Yes, fuck jeans. This is an anti-jeans page. Just the far worst. It's just like, people look at you as though you're unprofessional if you wear comfortable pants. Like, sweatpants, they're so great. We invented them because they're so great. We should be wearing them always. I'm tired of having to pretend like they're not good. Oh, right. 5 across for the internals. Almost forgot. Skirts are for anyone that feels like wearing skirts. Kilts are for people not secure enough in their identity to call it a skirt. No, kilts are like a thing that women wear. It wasn't just like a Scotland, like, men wearing skirts thing. Like, you know, the Catholic school uniform with, like, the plaid skirt? Apparently, if the skirt is plaid, that makes it a kilt. I don't know why. And yeah, seriously, super uncomfy. I just, like, I get it if you're dressing up for an event, you want to look fancy, but why shouldn't you be comfy in what you're wearing, like, all the time? Why do people wear suits to the office? You're just going to be sitting in a chair. To figure out how to take the day off school to play GTA 5. You know you can just skip school, right? I don't know if I ever skipped school. I feel like, yeah, I skipped a class once so I could leave early. Because I was getting a ride with somebody. And I didn't want to take the bus that day, and it was a Friday. It's fine. It was a geography class. My geography teacher was a dick, so, like, it's fine. Surrounded by anti-gaming culture. That's whack, yo. Catholics, am I right? Seen the funny videos of the Fresno Nightcrawlers? Oh yeah, that's so silly. I guess I'd just be curious as to how somebody did that. Like, you know, what the costuming situation was. Okay, so the two up here are in the middle? Yeah, they go there. Mom thought the PS2 was inviting demons into our house. Oh my god. Parents took me out of school for a day because it was tradition to go see the new Star Wars movie with the family. I mean, didn't Star Wars movies come out on Fridays? So you could just, like, see it after school was over? Not that I'd be complaining about leaving school early. You were never a rule breaker. Ah, I see. Oh, no, wait. I remember one time I did skip school, although kind of unintentionally. Well, the business is that I was supposed to go back to school on the Friday after... Okay, so what it was that we all went to Vegas for a family vacation, and my parents were staying a few days longer in Vegas than me and my sister were. So I was supposed to go back to school on the Friday before the weekend to like go to class because, like, I was away. But I slept in and I missed the bus, so I just didn't go. And they tried calling my parents, but they were in Vegas. I think my dad mentioned getting a call from the school, and I was just like, oh yeah, I was like a few minutes late, and they were like, okay. Got to skip PE. Wow. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, we're one over. Get in there. Oh my god, that's not even the right one. Why does everything have to be so challenging? We're almost done with the sand silhouette. I'm so proud of myself. You haven't cross-stitched in about 10 years. Well, I haven't cross-stitched in about forever years. Oh. Is this right? Okay. Yeah, it goes 3 up. It's okay. I'm learning very slowly. I'm leaving him in stitches. I mean, this is not that hard. Like, it's slow, but it's easier than knitting. Or crocheting, my god. You know, for a close-up on my hand like this, I really wish I had, like, some of those acrylic press-on nails, so I'd look really fancy. That might be a bit dorky, though. Wait, did I mess this up? No. No, I didn't, okay. I just go over one. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. Sans is symmetrical. Symmetrical. It's symmetrical. It's okay. I'm doing good. Yeah, no, we're good. Color scheme would you get your nails? Purple and aqua blue, that would be nice. Very nice. I feel like I get irritated with them before long. I mean, you just wear them until they, like, fall off, right? Because they're put on with glue. With glue. I did use the fake tattoo wraps. I didn't think of it. That's it, man. Or fake nails that were very long and it was very annoying. Yeah, I feel like sensory-wise it would probably drive me insane. But it might be fun for a stream. Because, you know, they do that. I don't know who they is. You know, the ladies that do real ASMR, they'll do nail tappings and nail scratchings on microphones. Pudding. What is his... I keep forgetting his name. It's either Pudding ASMR or Pudding Whispers. Whichever it is, he did some nail clacking. It was pretty good. He's doing a lot of VR ASMR lately. And he makes his own models in, like, Blender. I've seen some streams of him doing stuff in Blender. The dude's a wizard. He's also a sleep paralysis demon. Big fan of his act. I've been thinking of subscribing to his Patreon, just so I can get more sleep paralysis demon action. All-around Renaissance man. He is an all-around Renaissance man. He is. Like, he does everything. Like, even before he was doing stuff in VR, he was, like, making his own costumes. He did this series that was, like, a candy clown thing, and he actually, like, dressed up as a clown, and it was crazy. He did this thing with, like, a neon Cheshire cat thing. I don't even know, man. He's been on YouTube for, like, 7 years. Like, he's so talented. He also has a lot of cool tattoos. How many was this supposed to be? Is that 4? No, it's not 4. I need 4. Is a Renaissance man the same as a jack of all trades? I guess. Well, a Renaissance man just means that, like, you're really skilled in a lot of areas. So maybe. But, like, I think a Renaissance man is, like, a more refined version of jack of all trades. You know what I mean? Didn't I have some sleep paralysis demon scripts? I might have. But, you know, after 400 audios, it all kind of blends together. Who are we talking about? I can't remember his name. It's either Pudding ASMR or Pudding Whispers. Just... man. That guy's fabulous. If, like... I've seen some of his older videos, like... At one point in his older videos, like, he had orange hair, and I was just like... And it was long, and I was just like, dude... You are too fabulous. Ah, he's so cool. Yeah, Sans is symmetrical. I swear he's symmetrical. Who's doing Sans ASMR, huh? Who's looking out for the little guy? The Sans fans. Wait for the PSVR 2. Huh. Yeah. I don't know. I've never done VR. I should try it. As I get the feeling like I should try to one of those like stores or like those not cafes, you know, you go to a place and they hook you up with a setup and like you can do VR for an afternoon. I should go to one of those places because like I'm pretty sure VR would make me motion sick. Like 90% sure. Plan for Sans after you finish this stitching. I don't know. I put it through the wrong hole again. So, like, let me tell you a story. A story. That's the wrong hole too. Damn it. Get in the right hole. This is ridiculous. One of his videos is 1.7 million views. Yeah, I think that was like one of his boyfriend role plays. He's pretty cool. You know, there's a VR place in town, like a local place that just has like a bunch of VR setups. I don't know if they survived the pandemic, but I do know that a few years ago I was applying for a job there. It's just like somebody who like runs the machines or just sets up appointments and stuff. And to prepare for the interview, I went to go check them out on a TripAdvisor, and as I didn't get the job, and I didn't bring this up at the interview, but I realized as I was looking through the reviews that most of them were fake. And I could tell because the images on the profiles were just like the default images. Their names were just like, you know, just like a regular name and like a few numbers. And that VR place was the only place they had reviewed. So yeah, pretty sure most of their reviews were faked. Didn't bring it up at the interview, but like, you know, bit sus. I don't even think it was like a case of them wanting to fake reviews to like pump their numbers up. I think it was just a case of nobody went there, so they had to pretend that people were going there to review it. I did pretend to be Sans once. I don't think I pulled off the voice very well. There are people out there that like pull off a way better voice. He kind of sounds like Patrick from SpongeBob. Wasn't that a video once where like somebody just took a sound clip of Patrick and they were like, that's Sans' voice? I put it in my meme category. Yeah, because it's a meme. Sans is a meme. It's fine. Also, wasn't really taking that seriously. I'm sure there are serious Sans ASMR roleplays. Well, I know from being on Tumblr at around that time when people were real big fans, of Sans, there were some not quite safe for work audios of people pretending to be Sans in various situations. Maybe it's the way you're dressed was sampled, right? People with shitty Twitter opinions also want the VR place. What a coincidence. Yeah. Oh, we're almost done. With the outline, anyway. I don't have any links. How do you thirst over Sans? It's mostly his personality. I mean, that sweater is doing most of the work. Also the fact that he's like, I don't know, what would you call him, a nihilist? I don't want to give like spoilers or anything, but like he knows all the timelines going on and he's just like so tired from having to live the same timeline over and over again and shit. He's got... You don't see it in canon, but I feel like that gives him some angsty emo boy cred. Would you be cool with a commission that's an RP of the Lonely Wizard from Inscription? Hell yeah. I love voicing the Lonely Wizard. That guy's fun. Let me thread this through. God. Come on. Anyway. Existentialist? Yeah, something like that. Listen, I'm just saying that fan artists got a lot of mileage out of Sans, sadly kneeling over a pile of dust holding Papyrus's scarf. They got a lot of mileage out of that. No basis in canon. Look at that. That's Sans, baby. That's Sans. Isn't he supposed to be related to Gaster? Oh my god, we cannot talk Gaster. Gaster isn't even like a real character. Well, he is, but he only shows up for like, what, like a second? There was way too much deep lore in Undertale. Didn't make any sense. That's 100% Sans. Now my back really hurts from leaning over like this. How long have I been doing this? Ooh, 2.5 hours. That's rough. You know what? Maybe I save the rest for another stream. And meanwhile, whilst I'm doing my own stuff, I can just be like, I can do some other patterns, and then next week we come back to this, and I'll be faster. Why does it sound like someone's playing on my phone? Is someone playing on my phone right now? They're trying to get me to upgrade to Android 12. I'm not doing it. They made a whole video game about that, didn't they? Something like that. It's coming out. It's happening. Some of the fan comics featuring alternate universe Sans characters are off-putting to say the least. Yeah. Yeah. Some of them are really good, though. Very heartfelt. Oh, thank you, Jacob Z, for the $2. 100% Sans. I don't know how... That's supposed to be like a Brooklyn accent, right?
100% Sans.
Passant. Yeah, the text-to-speech is British, so, you know. Steven Universe is Sans. No, he's Ness. So silly. Anyway. We should go. Man. What a complicated stream this has been. Passant. Like, you know, it's been difficult with the whole streaming situation. It gets better later at night when there's less interference, so that's also an issue. I might have to start streaming like later in the day. Who knows? I know that my midnight streams are ridiculously successful. Never had a single problem streaming at midnight. Never. Might bother the neighbors, but I don't care. Oh, thank you, Jacob, for the $2. It's from the Fleeb commercial from Rick and Morty. Well, to be fair, you have to have a pretty high IQ. I haven't watched all of Rick and Morty, but I understand. From Think Geek. Oh, okay. What? Now I'm just confused.
It's from the Fleeb commercial from Rick and Morty.
Sans is secretly Patrick Star. Yeah, we talked about that. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it really could be anything. So, people figured out what Sans was. Did they figure out what Papyrus was? Because he had a different sound. Didn't he? Didn't he? Everybody had like a different little text sound, didn't they? What are the origins? What was your school like? What? Which one? My high school was fine. We had I remember one time we had a lockdown because somebody in a nearby apartment building was threatening some students with a gun. But it was a fake gun, and they never got anywhere near the school, so... Oh well. Think Geek Fleeb commercial. You know their fonts are their names? Yeah, Papyrus uses Papyrus and Sans uses Sans. And Sans is Comic. It's Comic Sans, because he's a comedian. He's a comic. You know what I mean. Neat life sounds better than it is. Yeah, that's true. I was in Neat for like a few months, I guess. Didn't really end up doing much of anything. It was kind of a waste of time. At the very least, like... I don't know. Try to get a hobby? So supposedly addicted to ketchup. He drinks it once. Like, people saw Sans drink ketchup once in the game, and then all of a sudden, like, every fanfic is like, oh, Sans pulled a bottle of ketchup out of the fridge and just drank it straight up, or... Sans keeps ketchup packets in his pocket so he can eat them whenever. Like, come on. We have no proof of that. So I said supposedly. Yeah, that's fanon. Anyway, we can't keep talking about this or else I'll be here forever. Like, literally, I could talk about Undertale fan theories, deep lore, and AUs for 1,000 years. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm not even in the fandom anymore, but I still remember so much I could talk about it forever. I could. Anyway, I'm gonna leave. Thank you all for watching me make this beautiful outline of Sans. Looks great. That's 100% Sans. We'll finish him next week when hopefully I'll be faster at cross-stitching and it won't take 2 hours to get done. So there you go. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Jacob, for the $2. Plumbus from Think Geek. Plumbus from Think Geek. But Fleebs? I thought Plumbus was a Rick and Morty thing. What? Didn't Game Theory get canceled for an Undertale theory? I mean, they did the whole Sans' Nest thing, which was dumb. I thought they got canceled for giving Undertale to the Pope. I don't get it, dude. Do you think the Pope has, like, sat down and played Undertale? I hope so.
Plumbus from Think Geek, not Fleebs.
Okay,
My
anyway.
bad. Oops.
Thank you for the donation. I'm gonna leave. Don't donate anymore because I gotta leave. Anyway, okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, my hands are gigantic. Goodbye.